Hey, greetings, programs. It's your boy Broadway from Alloy 7, and welcome to my playthrough, my Let's Play, if you will, for Suikoden 2 on the PlayStation 1. Playing it via PSN. They were so gracious as to finally get an emulated version up on their network, thus not forcing me to pay $200 to get a copy of this from Amazon or eBay. Got it for a nice little cozy $9, and I'm really excited to play this game because Suikoden, the original on PS1, was one of my favorite Japanese RPGs of all time. I imagine the storyline here will pick up where that left off to a certain degree. While the stories are kind of self-contained, they are indeed loosely, if not tightly, connected with characters that play out over the course of all the games. But I've only ever played 1, now 2, and also 5. I've not played 3 or 4, so I can't really confirm that. But I can tell you that I'm extremely excited to be playing this game. I'm extremely excited that you've chosen to join me on this adventure. And speaking of joining me on this adventure, I actually want to give a quick side note here before we jump into my discussion of my experience playing this game. I want to invite those of you who are viewing who don't already know to actually join what's called the RPG Club. It's a group that I started several years ago. It kind of fell off on one of my old websites, but I've resurrected it on Google+. And what the RPG Club allows us to do is pick games to play through together, play them, and then discuss them as a group. It's kind of like a book club for RPG geeks to come together and share their love for this thing we call role-playing games. Definitely invite you all to come and join. We are currently playing Rogue Galaxy and what's the other game called? Legend of Heroes, I think it's called. Trails in the Sky. I've never played that one. I've played all the other all the other Legend of Heroes games, but I decided to stick with Rogue Galaxy because I never liked the Legend of Heroes series. But if you do, by all means, come on out. We've got about 10 people playing each game, and some of the people in the group are actually playing through both and discussing their experiences. I will have links in the description where you can access the club on Google+. And really encourage you all, if you're an RPG fan, and especially this group is especially good for those of us, and I say us because I'm in the same boat, that have just elongated backlogs of RPGs to play through. And this group is very helpful, at least for me and many of the others on the Google Plus page, to get through these games that we, for whatever reason, have never been able to finish. It helps you to stay on task because you got friends out there helping you with it. So I'm going to jump into this adventure headlong, name my character here. What should I call him? Should I call him Soul? Is that cool? I think that's cool. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get things started. Yes, it's okay. Do you want to load save data? Nay, I don't have any. I don't have my PlayStation 1 hooked into this. I'm playing it on PSN. But like I was saying, extremely excited to be playing this game. Very excited at the prospect that some of you who are not already a part of the RPG Club may join us. And this is going to be a fun ride, man. I can't imagine that I'm not going to love this game based on the love that I have for the original Suikoden. And, during this playthrough, a couple of things you have to keep in mind. I am going to be playing with a guide, and I'm going to attempt to get what's called all 108 stars. If you're not familiar with the Suikoden series, there's 108 characters that you can collect over the course of the game. Let's see. Soul, you changed already? You're sure in a hurry? It's my man Joey. Me too. I thought about going back to Cairo and couldn't wait to get out of that uniform. You look sharper outside the uniform anyway, brother. Hey, Soul. Nami is probably waiting for you to come back, hey? You're her only family since Master Genkaku died. If not for this war. I know the war sucks, man. So anyway, should we go to sleep soon, or do you want to get some fresh air? It looks like a nice night. I think we're going to go outside because I want to talk to my friends who are watching this video and not have to read text. Okay, I'll go with you. Please do. Now, while you're with me, Sir Joe, I'm going to do something real quick here that I advise anybody playing this game to do. We're going to go to Joey. No. We're going to go to Soul. And where are my boots? We're going to take these off, remove them, come out of there. I got to get used to the controls, too, because if you've been playing Xbox or are they on him? They are on him. Outstanding. If you've been playing Xbox 360 or PlayStation 4 recently, you know, the PlayStation 1 controls were slightly different from what we have today. So we're going to run out here. It's actually, what you're going to see here is going to foreshadow a little bit of the story. I have played ahead, not extremely far into the game, but far enough to where I know what's coming next. At this point, we're going to see some foreshadowing here. But as I was saying, before I broke off into taking those boots off so I can give them to Joey so that I can get some new boots when we get to the new location. Kind of just running around here checking out the map. But I'm going to attempt to try and get all 108 characters. Hey! See? A little bit of foreshadowing there for what's coming. Soul, don't go too far. Captain Raoul will get mad again. Anyway, don't worry. We're going back to Cairo Town tomorrow. And so, not all 108 characters are playable, but most of them are. If memory serves me right, from the original Suikoden and from Suikoden 5. And so I'm going to try to do that, and getting all 108 and keeping them alive throughout the course of the game gives you what's called the good ending. Those of you who've been playing RPGs as long as I have are very familiar with good endings, quote unquote. Oh, Captain Roud. You two, where are your uniforms? Sorry. Well, I'll forget it this time. Go back to your tent and get to sleep. Yes, sir. Shut up, Joey. Don't be punking out just because it's the captain. But yeah, so we're going to try to get all 108 stars. I'm actually going to do something on this episode, too, where you can basically keep fighting. And a scene that's coming up here, it's not going to spoil anything for you. There's going to be a battle. And you can keep repeating the battle to try to level up. I'm going to do that. If it starts to take too long, I'll cut, so you guys don't have to watch me doing 20 minutes of the same battle to get through. Let's go to sleep. You're right. I want to go back to... Oh, yeah, we got it, man. We're going to the town. Brother, all this chit-chatting. Lay down and go to sleep. So if the battles start to drag on, I'll, by all means, fast forward for the purposes of the video. I mean, I'm going to live through it. But, uh-oh, surprise attack. See, told y'all a fight was coming. Surprise attack, but what about peace? The peace treaty. Did you hear, Soul? We'd better check it out. Joey joins the party, baby. Come on, Joey. Let's go to work. I wish this did the Phantasy Star joint where all the characters follow you. Soul, Joey! Captain Raud, what is it? It's a surprise attack by the city-state. They've broken the peace agreement. Those scum. Looks like we're surrounded. Take the mountain path to the east and save yourselves. Hurry! You don't want us to fight, brother? Let's run, Soul. We can't die here. Nanami will be all... Yeah, we can't die here. That is for sure. What's up, homies? Y'all need some loving? No, we're not going to die. Stay cool, pony boy. All right, so anyway. We should have had the Phantasy Star where all the playable characters are actually running on the screen, but we're just going to get this dude. It hurts, mommy. Don't worry, I'll save you. We're pals, right? Yeah, you're going to save him. All right, so these cats are running off into the sunset too, it would seem. Wait a minute, Soul. What are we waiting for? What is it, Joey? Don't you think it's strange, Soul? The only way out is through these woods. The enemy must know that too. The enemy might be waiting in the woods to ambush us. Let's go back, Soul. Let's tell this to the... Now, he's the captain of the army. How is he not going to know that? Some little stank private's going to run up to him. Dang, them dudes didn't make it. They're just shooting arrows in people's backs. Can I get your sword, dude? No, of course. It's an RPG. They're not going to let you have his sword, man. Anyway, enough jokes. Let's get down to business. Everyone fled east through the woods. The ambush worked perfectly. All poor victims of the state's betrayal, eh? I wish I had joined the ambush. All I've had to fight lately is that old man. Getting rusty. Yes, I mean, no. Prince Lucas' swordsmanship is truly unmatched. My men would look like fools. Yes. Well, the young men serve their country well enough. Now we don't need a peace treaty with those state weaklings. I'll prove that they're no match for the power of Highland. I agree, sir. With Prince Luca in command, Highland can finally earn the glory it deserves. Oh no. What the hell? These brothers is angry. No, we gotta rap with the captain. Alright, so what I'm gonna be doing here, this is gonna lead to a battle, and then once we get to the escape point, if you will, there's gonna be a way to trigger the game such that you can continue to fight battles. And the cool thing is, if you fight 108 battles, if you trick the system into letting you fight 108 times, the cutscene that you see afterwards plays in color instead of black and white. You know, nice little touches that Japanese RPGs put into their games. Kind of tedious to have to do that much. It's almost like dodging lightning. Actually, it's nothing like dodging lightning in Final Fantasy X. Captain, tell us what's going on. Why did you tell us to? And who's that man with the purple cape? What? You don't recognize the face of your country's royal prince? I'm making him like all sissified when I do his voice. Hurry, grab them. No, you ain't grabbing nothing, Jack. All right, here we go. Let's fight it up. We're going to do the unite. Constructicons unite. No way. Here we come, son. You're not ready for Joey and Soul. Oh. All in your face. All right, here we go. Fight him up. Regular attack. Got him. Got him. Do work. So yeah, we're going to fight this piece here. Just to give you an inclination of the combat system, one of the things I loved about the original Suikoden, let's see, I got 250 potch, currently holding 450, was that the combat system, when you have all characters on the screen, you can actually have up to 6 playable characters in battle, which is unprecedented usually for RPGs on consoles, but it's dope. Let me see what they're saying here. I'm running my mouth. Let's run, Soul, but if we go east, we'll get killed. Maybe if we go north. Why is everybody British? Please, stop being British all the time, man. All right, so we're running. And so, yeah, combat actually allows 6 players in battle, which I thought was dope. And battles were always fast. Like, one of the things I never liked about the PlayStation 1 and even PlayStation 2 generations of turn-based Japanese RPGs is the battles seemed to take forever. Suikoden didn't do that. The battles were actually very fast. Didn't have to watch unnecessary cutscenes for aeons to show up on screen. You'll never learn the answer to that. Die, victims of the state surprise attack, your future. Captain, it's too bad you two were promising soldiers. Now get them! No, you're not gonna get us, Jack. Watch how we do. Constructicons unite. So, like I said, 6 players in combat. Absolutely dope that that's the case. And battles really go by fast, especially with the auto battle system that you get access to. I could use it here. There's really no need for me to, because there's basically 2 attacks I'm going to be using for the purpose of these upcoming battles. I think that's going to get him. It got him. Outstanding. Already got a level up. So I'm going to use this opportunity to level up. Obviously, this is going to take a while. So what you're watching, I'm going to be talking, and all of a sudden the video is going to skip forward to this being done. But I am going to try to fight all 108 battles more because I want to level my characters, and I'm a leveling, just obsessive person. And let's see, you persistent little punks, stay there. I'll be right back. Okay, we'll stay here. We'll be sure to stay here, man. Just hurry, okay? Like, they're just going to stay here and get killed. There's no other way. We'll have to jump for it. All right, so look at that current. And there we go. Look at the current. Come on, you're not the cowardly type. No, I'm not, but I'm trying to get the captain to show up with the fighters. All right, so what's going to happen now? So we do that, then the captain comes back with his boys. All right, so we're going to do this 108 times. Obviously, I'm going to skip forward to when we get to 108, not make you watch me do 108 battles. So stay tuned, friends. We'll see you on the other side. All right, we are back in action. I actually did not do all 108 fights because I hit the wrong dialogue option, as you saw there on the screen before I came back in on the mic. If we make it, but somehow get separated, let's return to the spot. That way we'll be reunited. Promise me, soul. I promise. Yeah. So yeah, we still got to level up a little bit there, but nowhere near 108 fights. And honestly, I probably would have fallen asleep if I'd have done 108 fights. So here we are, a couple levels better, jumping off the old cliff with my man Soul and Joey, and we're about ready to get this show on the road. And while this cutscene plays, I'm going to go ahead and exit stage left for this particular episode. I want to thank all of you for joining me on this adventure. Don't know how many episodes we'll do. I do plan to completely play the game and show you at least all of the most significant story parts. I will try to capture collecting all 108 stars. Hopefully I'll succeed. I remember doing it in Suikoden 1 with a guide, and it wasn't really altogether difficult because I had a really decent guide. The guide that I have now on GameFAQs seems to do really well. Recommend that you play it with one if you plan to get the all 108 stars and get the good ending. But that's what we're going to do. I want to thank all of you once again for joining us on this adventure. Again, check out the RPG Club on Google+. Always check out alloy7.com. Always check me out on Google+ if you've got questions or concerns. I know a lot of you watch this channel not just for Let's Plays, but for reviews and for a lot of the tips, tutorials, and Q&A videos that I do. Feel free to hit me up anytime on Google+. I know a lot of you actually do that, and I'm more than happy to help you or answer questions, especially when I'm doing a review, or if you have a question about a game where I don't cover it in a Let's Play, or if I don't cover exactly what you're looking for in a review. One of the things I've always hated about watching other people do game reviews, and why I started doing them myself, was that I'd always have these extra questions because I'm a very unique gamer in terms of the way I like to play my games. The way I like my games to allow me to play them is probably a better way to say it. So if you've got questions, I'm always all too happy to answer them for you in the comment section, or just find me on Google+. That's the easiest way to have a conversation with me. And until next time, my friends, until all are one, as my man Optimus Prime used to say back in the day, this is BC, Broadway, the Brain Supreme here at Alloy 7 Video, wishing all of you peace and Godspeed.